Well, we've reached the end. The end of the DC cinematic universe as we know it. How disappointing. What's going on, my YouTubers, subscribers, DC fans alike? Hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week because we got the final movie in the old regime of DC, and that is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Directed by James Wan, back again. He directed the first Aquaman, and now he's got a sequel that ultimately doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. But is the movie good? Movie, damn. Visually, it's visual eye candy. But that's about it. Or Jason Momoa, but the Candyman in the movie. Wilson, Amber Heard in some degree, not really. We're all back again for another Aquaman adventure. And it's a shame, really, because DC has fallen so far from grace that it's just like, you can't help but go in this movie just knowing, like, nothing matters. Why should I even care about any of this shit? I want to see Jason Momoa kick ass as Aquaman, and, you know, you kind of watch this movie and be like, it's really not enough. The movie that's nearly 2 hours long, it just kind of just feels like, you know, like, best way to describe this is, you know, those chewing gum, you chew on it, you know, you get the flavor and all like that, but imagine you're chewing on it, and you're chewing and chewing and chewing, the flavor is just completely gone, but you're still chewing, so you're just like, yeah, I could stop at any time now. I should really just stop, but I just can't. Prior to the Skin Pros Cons, I believe that Aquaman The Lost Kingdom officially comes out theaters Friday. Like I said, visually, this movie is aces. It's great. The rest of it, what you need to know. Further adding in the movie, Jason Momoa is back again as Arthur Curry, Aquaman. Maybe because I like Jason Momoa as an actor. He'll be the best Aquaman we'll ever get. Here's going to be Lobo in the new DC universe. We'll see. As Aquaman goes, I thought he was cool. Although, like I said, he's not as eccentric as he was in Fast X, but it's like still kind of like feel like you're taking some of that Fast X-ness and bringing it into Aquaman, and some people are gonna hate that shit. The real star of this movie, honestly, is it's Candyman. He's the star. Sorry, I just can't say his name because I hate fucking names up. That's like my pet peeve. I don't want to mess up names. So Candyman, he as Black Manta, he was getting shit done. He was the one I was like, this should be fucking Black Manta in the Lost Kingdom. Patrick Wilson in the movie, he's there just to team up with Aquaman, but it doesn't even matter. And the plot of it more or less, movie more or less takes place. Is this in the Snyder, I can't even tell anymore. This is in the Snyder cut. I think this is in the Snyderverse, kinda. Anyway, Aquaman, you know, he's living the life and everything like that. He's got a kid, and more or less, you got Candyman, Black Manta gets on the scene. He wants revenge and shit from the last movie, and he pretty much ultimately, through the depths of the sea, finds this mythical Black Trident. The Black Trident that was used in the ancient Atlantean war and shit. Black Trident that can pretty much raise the underwater dead and shit and give him all type of crazy mystical powers. So now he's gonna pretty much just like, yeah, I'm here to fuck over Aquaman, take over the kingdom, destroy everything, ruin Christmas. Christmas is canceled. Aquaman to stop him with the help of Ocean Master. That's the movie. This movie, visually, eye candy. Oh my goodness, this movie is like almost on the level of Avatar 2. Just like visually wise, like I said, when you're underwater and shit like that, and y'all sees all this submarine life and all stuff like that, and underwater life, and it's just crazy to watch. It's good. You're just visually lost in that, like, oh man, I'm under the sea. I love it. Like, this movie, I'm like, definitely see it. I don't think they do 3D anymore, but definitely see it in Dolby. Like, this shit, that shit was great. Action scenes in the movie and the fight scenes are happening. They're, you know, bombastic, but almost bombastic in the sense of like the first movie. What? Did it bring anything new to the table that the first movie did? Not really. It was one cool scene. There was a cool scene right there. I'm sorry. It's like kind of where the pros end. Like I said, visually it's great, but it takes more than like a good steak. You can have a good looking steak. Like, that's a good looking steak. Then bite into it and just like, it's raw. Because Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson, they really have no chemistry in the movie. I feel like Jason is trying to carry Patrick as much as he can, but it's just like, you would have been better off just having Aquaman. I feel like Aquaman and Mira were better in the first movie than these two. Like, who made that call? Time was just like, can we just watch Black Manta do his shit? Black Manta is more interesting than Aquaman. What the fuck? Story and writing the movie is just like, again, it's not a soup. I'm not gonna say it's a long movie. It just feels like a long movie. Movie's only hour 55 minutes, but it feels like, oh man, we're hitting a 2 hour mark. The pacing in the movie just makes some scenes just feel like, oh, this is so boring. Come on, how can an Aquaman superhero movie be boring? This is not the way I want to see DC go out. But it's over now. At the end of the day, Aquaman The Lost Kingdom was a movie that I feel like probably no one's going to see this. They'll probably see it just out of obligation and respect because it is the last DC movie. After this, we're going to reboot everything, and hopefully Superman Legacy will shoot DC back to where they need to be. Otherwise, it's just over. Let's just remember the Snyder Cut with the Justice League. That's what we're going to remember the DC universe as. Let's do that. That being said, I hate to say this, but damn, I think I'm going to say that Aquaman The Lost Kingdom is actually a 5 out of 10. Was just a good time, one time only. Aquaman The Lost Kingdom officially in this Friday. You're going to see it, you're not going to see it, type below. Let me know, talk about it. See you guys in the next video. The year is almost over, so let's get that top 10 list ready to go. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.